And we're kind of sticking with Aaron Taylor Johnson on this one. Well, obviously another franchise. Well, certainly someone's not sticking with him, but it's all about Kick-Ass.
By the way, look at that graphic. I'm going to have to
It's
ditch
all
that.
about,
That's totally unacceptable.
It's all about
timeline.
It's all about Kick-Ass reboot, John.
M2.
And filming timeline reconfirmed by Matthew Vaughn, including sequel plans with original characters. Now, this is coming in from Screen Rant once more. And during his recent New York Comic Con panel, of which Screen Rant was in attendance of, Matthew Vaughn opened up about his previously discussed Kick-Ass reboot plans. The writer-director not only reconfirmed he is moving ahead with a new incarnation of the comic book franchise, but that he is aiming to start filming in 2024, and that while the original characters won't be back for the project, he has ideas for their returns in a potential sequel. And this is what Vaughn said. He said,
"This is interesting. This is not what I was thinking."
Yeah, I didn't think this either. Next year we are rebooting Kick-Ass and we're making Kingsman 3. Kick-Ass sort of changed people's perception of what a superhero film is at the time, so we are doing it again. So it's none of the characters from the other Kick-Ass. We'd like to bring them back after the reboot, but this reboot is just going off on a tangent that I really can't talk about, but it's fun. Yeah, I mean, John,
as long as it doesn't star Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I think
they won't promote the fucking film afterwards.
It sounds like it's going to be in the same universe, but we're kind of branching off with other characters.
So it's a quasi-sequel.
So I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, John. But I always felt they missed a trick when they were obviously. I think Kick-Ass, the original film, took everyone by surprise, even including Matthew Vaughn and everyone at Marv, his company. Jonathan Ross's wife, can't remember her name. She's part of that.
Yeah, I was
one of the producers. Very talented. John, and I think they didn't realise the success of this original film, which was phenomenal at the time, as you recall. I remember Jane Goldman.
Yeah.
I just remember.
Fucking hell, she married him in 88.
Yeah.
Wow, I wasn't even born.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Don't know where I'm going with that.
She's a stunning lady, by the way.
Yeah, very red hair.
Yeah, but I think I don't know about you, John. I remember when Kick-Ass came out, and I thought, "Oh, what's this?" And I remember I didn't go to cinema to see it. I think it was on Sky Movies or something. And I watched it, and I became instantly obsessed with the film.
Yeah,
I thought I need to keep watching this, and I did keep watching it. Evan Peters is in it as well.
Evan Peters is in it, yeah.
The other
friends,
Quicksilver. Yeah,
wasn't one of his friends because you had him, then you had the other little.
From Hot Tub Time Machine. I can't remember his name, the one with the glasses.
Yeah.
Marty, I think his name was in Kick-Ass, but
bring it up.
Yeah.
Where is it now? Todd Haynes.
Nicolas Cage was in this.
Nick Cage was in it, yeah, obviously. Big Daddy. And obviously you've got Hit Girl herself, Stephen. Just an unbelievable film.
Yeah.
The first one. The second one never quite lived up to the levels.
No.
But it's very difficult when you create nearly a perfect film.
It was a near perfect film.
Stylistically, it's fucking unbelievable. The way it flows, the action, really interesting things being explored, really interesting relationships. It's silly, doesn't take itself too serious, but it's just glorious, man. Again, you speak about Aaron Taylor.
Gore as well, John.
Gore as well, yeah, which is probably wasn't explored that much in superhero movies up to that point. I wouldn't have imagined.
I can recall, no.
Aaron Taylor's just great in it.
Yeah.
Aaron Taylor, that's wrong. It's Aaron Johnson, wasn't it? Taylor's his wife.
Yeah, Aaron Johnson.
It was Aaron Johnson back then. He put Taylor on. I mean, what the fuck you doing, Aaron? Come on. It was Aaron Johnson. First seen him in obviously Nowhere Boy, was it?
Yeah.
Playing John Lennon. And then he's in this, but he's still gangly, he's still got the curl of hair. Just glorious in it, man. I couldn't think of anybody else playing that role. And I'm so relieved to see that Matthew's not talking about recasting Kick-Ass or recasting Hit Girl, because it just would not work, man. These characters are synonymous with these actors now, and I understand they're not going to have a sort of monopoly on them for time memoriam. You are going to be recasting at some point if you want to retell a story, because they are getting older.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron's what? He's a little bit older than me, I want to say. He's younger than me. Jesus Christ, a year younger than me. Never thought that. He looks at, don't look at an old man. And Chloe Grace is getting on. She's mid-20s now.
Let's get on.
She's
John,
Hit Girl though.
My point, just going back to that, was they did miss a trick, and I think it's because the first film took everyone by surprise. If they knew it was going to be such a success, I think they would have pre-planned getting Chloe Grace Moretz, getting Aaron Taylor Johnson, and maybe even Christopher Mintz-Plasse, depending on whether his character would survive a trilogy. Film them all back to back would have been the ideal opportunity. But I get, you don't know how a film's going to be received by an audience and how much money that's going to rake in. I don't actually know how much it did rake in, John, at the time.
They've done very good business, the original, to be fair. I'm going to search it up, box office.
And there was high anticipation for the sequel as well, John. A few recasts, and obviously you don't have Mark Strong as a villain. I thought he was a fantastic villain in the first one.
He was, yeah. Kick-ass. Can we find out the budget?
Yeah.
Would that be possible? The budget was 30. It made nearly 100 million, which is quite...
I mean, it's almost independent though, wasn't it? It was an independent film.
I mean, it's tripled its budget. It's made a profit. It's also made enough of a profit to get a sequel made. It was just brilliant, man. It was genre defining. And for me, that probably set up the likes of a James Gunn to go and do a Guardians of the Galaxy, a Taika. Maybe that's pushing it because Taika's a little bit out for Ragnarok, but I can imagine James Gunn watching that, looking at the MCU, what they were doing up to that point. It was very much America's ass, Steve Rogers.
It
was Iron Man.
Yeah.
It was Thor with Shakespearean stuffy shite. It was quite serious, but it wasn't too serious, but it was certainly more serious than Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
I can imagine James Gunn watching that and think, you know what, there's scope for me to go and make Guardians now.
Yeah.
That's how important I think this movie probably was.
Yeah.
I mean, Guardians came out 2014.
Yep.
I can imagine him watching that
this was
film
4 years previous, so
and thinking that's fucking possible.
Yep.
I can go and make this movie. And then he's probably nipping away at Kevin Feige trying to get him to make a film about a talking raccoon.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's such an important movie. Obviously, I mean, when did Kingsman come out? Was that before or after?
I think it was after, John. I don't think
Again,
it was long
another
after. Maybe about 3
crazy
years
movie.
or something. I can't remember the exact time that came out. 2013. I don't know. I might be talking rubbish. I can't remember when it came out, but
just a fucking amazing
Matthew
film.
Vaughn is a great filmmaker, John.
Well, speaking about him,
There
obviously,
was talk about him doing a Star Wars film, wasn't it? One of the prequels at one point. I'm pretty sequels at one point, I'm sure.
Wish he did. Couldn't have been any worse.
Yeah.
What was the movie we reacted to with Matthew Vaughn? It was Argyle.
Argyle, yeah.
Yeah, he's still got that style, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just totally unique. There's no one like
X-Men
him.
First Class, John, is one of
Fucking love it. Yeah. One of my all-time favourite superhero films, and just the time period, I think it was about 2012. 2011, because I was learning to drive. I think I just passed actually my test at that point.
Yeah,
because I did the Wonderbar thing.
That's right,
Kevin
Bacon.
Yeah. So it's just a great time for me. Early 20s, fucking loving life, and that was a brilliant movie. Fassbender, McAvoy, just brilliant. Kevin Bacon, one of my all-time favourite actors. So this guy really has produced some of my favourite films in the last 15 years.
Kick-Ass, John. The finale was when Hit Girl was going in to save her dad, who sadly he died before she could get to him, but just shows over, motherfuckers. Just what a sequence that was. It was phenomenal, just from that sort of third-person view.
Uses of a light as well, wasn't it? Was that before that? Was during the hostage? At the end, she's in the corridor, isn't she?
Yeah.
Is this the same film where fucking Kick-Ass comes up in the jetpack and you play Elvis?
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's epic.
Glory, glory.
There are so many moments.
Hallelujah.
You think of that cast, John, and Nicolas Cage for me really. I don't want to say stole the show because that would be kind of taken away from the likes of Aaron Taylor Johnson and Chloe Grace Moretz, but there was something about Nicolas Cage. He was in his element in this. Yeah. And the way he portrayed Damon.
You get to see his acting as well, Stephen, how good an actor he is when he's actually burning.
Yeah.
And even then he's
gone full blown Nick Cage. Yeah. And in that moment he's screaming
great, man.
And singing. And his delivery as well was obviously a tribute to Adam West Batman, the way he delivered his lines as well. Just fantastic. Just what a film. I've not seen it in a long time.
I need to go back and watch it. Yeah, it has. It's been a long time since I've watched it.
Evan Peters was good. He didn't come back for the sequel because he was doing that American Horror Story at the time. The series, remember that series?
Yeah.
He was doing that.
I'm just trying to think, Stephen, am I tripping when I say that when they actually go to the building at the end, but it's almost paying homage to the Matrix when they go into the lobby?
Yeah.
Am I tripping out my mind when I say that? It's been a while.
Yeah.
The
cinematography is fantastic.
Oh, it's stunning. Yeah. The reason I clicked on Evan is obviously he's American, but he just gives me vibes of fucking Erling Haaland. He looks like a Norwegian. He just reeks of it, doesn't he? Would not surprise me if he's got Scandinavian sort of
I would
heritage.
say so, yeah, definitely.
He's got no eyebrows, he's got those eyes, he's got the jawline. I love this guy, man. I'm still affronted that, if that's even the word, that they made him Ralph Boner in that WandaVision. It really does fucking grind my gears. What a chance to bring back Quicksilver and see it's multiverse, that's him in.
Yep.
Aaron doesn't care now. He's away.
I think
Why not
that
bring
was.
him in?
I think that's what they wanted to do, and then they kind of
Shut
shat
their
out it.
pants,
Yeah.
Shut their
Yeah.
breeks. Shut their breeks.
Pat their shants.
Pat their shants, as we like to say. What was I going to say there? Stylistically, man, the actual cinematography, unbelievable.
Yeah,
Incredible. I actually don't
great
know who
movie.
shot it, but it's just that's a big part of this film.
And
for
the
me.
soundtrack as well, John.
Oh,
Was
it's
fantastic.
sensational.
Yeah.
Just so I'm Steve, we're just sat and sort of sung the praises of Kick-Ass. I don't know how this sequel is going to work. He's not giving much details away. It's a spin-off. Who's it going to actually follow? I've not got a fucking
I think
clue.
the point we've been making by obviously,
We trust Matthew Vaughn.
talking about Kick-Ass and how great a film it was, you can't go back and recreate that again.
You can't recreate it. You can't recreate that lightning in the bottle. You certainly can't recast, not for a long, long time, and do that story again. So
No.
it really just depends on whether there's scope for a sequel or whether he's just. I mean, I'd imagine he's not going to make something for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Banshees of Inisherin, Captain Marvel, Guardians, 3 Billboards as cinematographer, Ben Davies. So, I mean,
The
Kingsman
Eternals,
speaks for itself, really, doesn't it? Dumbo, I love Dumbo,
Doctor
man.
Strange.
People
director,
shouting Dumbo, but I loved that film, the remake. I thought it was great. I liked all the live action Disney remakes. Thought they were all fucking
There's a
great.
moment in Kick-Ass I really like though, John, is when Mark Strong's character is in his limo and he sees Kick-Ass walking down the street giving high fives, and he waits till he goes down an alleyway and then shoots him in the head. It turns out it was a
Fucking
for a kid's party.
Because I keep mistaking that with the Batman for some reason. I don't know what it is, or Joker or something. There was something I keep getting that mistaken in my mind.
Yeah.
That there was a scene where they go after somebody. I can't remember what I always get that mixed up with that. I don't know why. You're right.
It's such a great scene.
I think it's because in the Dark Knight, the Joker's actually going after these fatsos in Batman
Yeah,
suits.
that's right.
That's what it is. Look at me.
Yep.
At that moment, that was a little fat guy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was masquerading as Batman in the car park. Fucking joke. That's what happens.
I don't
What is
wear
it?
hockey pads.
What is it?
Yeah.
Fuck around, find out. Is that what the thing is? Well, he fucked around, they found out because the Joker went after his ladders. But man, look, I'm fully behind Matthew Vaughn. Whatever he wants to do, make it so. This was based on Scottish comic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sweden.
Mark Miller, yeah.
So there you go. Us Scots just keep delivering.